morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, and welcome to the weekly holiday show. I'm your host, Mr. James, and you can't see me, but I'm still here. I'm just using a different way to record this week. Previously, I've used something called Zoom. We all know that, and I'm using Screencastify right now, hopefully for a better audio experience and something different to try, something different with the show. So this is the weekly holiday show. I am your host, Mr. James, and here are your selected holidays for Monday the 20th through February 26th, 2023. Sorry, just looking at so many different things. These are your holidays from Monday through Sunday, and let's get started with Leadership Day on Monday. Here's the thing. Leadership. Do you know what it is? I think you know what it is. I think you know what it is. But so many people think they're leaders when they're actually just managers, because managers are people that manage other people. They tell them what to do. They tell them where to go. They tell them the rules, and they're not really leading. A leader is someone who is in front of a group of people, leading them in a direction. And that doesn't just mean moving around. That also means direction in life, or where an organization is moving towards, things like that. A lot of people are not leaders, they're managers. They're really good at managing people and telling them what to do, but they're not good at leading people. And there are different leaders. Different leaders are people that lead through serving others. There are leaders that lead charismatically, which means they're very excited and they try to get everyone else excited about their ideas. There are leaders that are very honest and transparent. They tell you everything about what's going on and they don't keep secrets. And it's rare that one leader is all of these things. And there are more leaders I could talk about. Why do I know so much about this? I have a master's degree in leadership. Yes. So anyways, wanted to talk about that just a little bit, just knowing that if you want to be a great leader, the best thing to do is start reading about great leaders in history. And you can always do a good search for that. They will tell you online and find out mistakes they made, and don't make the same mistakes, right? We can learn from others. Tuesday, it's grain-free day. What's that about? Well, grains. What are grains? Corn is a grain, rice is a grain, wheat. Trying a day without eating those grains. And some people have to have a diet like that. Some people might call this a paleo diet, or a keto diet. Some people have variations of grain-free diets, and other diets I have, like plant-based diets and such. But grain, sometimes people cannot have grains, and in general, grains are good for us. It's one of these things, these carbohydrates that give us energy, but it's not always good how our body treats grains. So having a day where you could try at least maybe one meal that has no grains in it. I mean, it doesn't have to just be carrot sticks and hummus. It can be some other different things, but there's so many options to go grain-free, and I found that if I have go grain-free in the afternoon, I seem to have a lot more energy. If I have anything with grains in it, it seems to slow me down a little bit. So, you know what? I'm going to try this. All right, there we go. I'm on board with you guys. Wednesday, it's Cook a Sweet Potato Day, and you can cook a sweet potato so many different ways. You can bake it, you can fry it, you can saute it. You can make French fries out of it, of course. This is why I've got that picture up there. So many things you can do with a sweet potato. I hope you like sweet potatoes. I love them because they are another source of energy, and they seem to make a meal taste a little bit different. I mean, I even bake with them, so it's one of these things that holds things together really well, too. I do make a sweet potato muffin, and it's great. And guess what? Sweet potato I use as my grain. Ooh, yeah. So try that out. And then Thursday, try toast and chili. That's right. It's both toast day and chili day. If you haven't had toast, where have you been? Toast is great, right? You can even eat the middle of the toast out, like the picture you see right there. And chili, well, it's cold out. People have chili. And there's different ways to make chili. There's chili that's made with beans, chili without beans, with tomatoes, without tomatoes. So many different kinds. I make a white bean chili myself. It's pretty good. Lots of different vegetables in there. Sometimes I add a little bit of rice, so maybe it's not chili after that. I don't know. Chilies, stews, soups, they kind of become the same thing. I throw things into a container that cooks them and it comes out tasting good. That's all I know. Friday, it's called Skip the Straw Day. Skip the straw, which means don't use a straw. You might drink your milk or soda or whatever you might drink with a straw. This is a day where we recognize that this is made out of plastic, right? Straws are plastic. Plastic you throw out ends up in the environment somewhere, and it's just not a good thing to have all this plastic out there. It ends up getting in our food and in our water and such. So skip using the straw and recognize, hey, I don't really need a straw. And maybe you can find another way to maybe use a metal straw, something you can reuse over and over again. I use metal and silicone straws. They're great. So skip the plastic straw. Skip the one that's a one-time use and start getting to reusable things, especially milk containers. Get your own milk container. Big jug of milk, pour it in. There you go. Reuse the container. And when you're done with the milk jug, recycle it. Saturday, it's chocolate covered day. I'm pretty sure we had one of those a week ago when it was Valentine's Day, right? Maybe. No, actually, on Saturday, it's basically chocolate covered. I think anything. It could be chocolate covered cherries or fruit or nuts. That's a really popular thing. But, try covering something in chocolate, see if you like it better. That doesn't mean like Brussels sprouts and such, although I've heard people do that. Just saying. Sunday, it's Letter to an Elder Day. Cheerio. They don't all say that, but an elder means someone who's older than you. Writing them a letter. And you know what? That's a great thing to actually physically write a letter, not type it, email, text. Physically write a letter using your own penmanship. And if you don't like your penmanship, you can practice. That's one of those things. I'm practicing all the time to write more in cursive, and it's working. So write a letter to someone who is older than you that you respect, and see what they do. See what they get back to you, and maybe they'll write you a letter, and then you can learn from their handwriting. Maybe you can send them something that's chocolate covered as well. No straws though. And get together for some sweet potatoes and chili with a little bit of toast, but maybe a grain-free toast. Yes, they do make almond flour toast. And talk about leadership. Anyways, here's the weekly holiday show. Sorry, everybody, if it's a little weird and this format doesn't suit you. Just trying some different things, and hopefully you will keep celebrating things, and I will see you soon.